On today's episode of Rich People Who Rich Right, let's talk about Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, the international pop star, and also the queen of vacation. One of the running jokes on the internet is that Dua Lipa is always on vacation because she always looks to be somewhere tropical, relaxing, and living her best life. And I love her response to this where she says, "I'm not always on holiday. I just make everything I do feel like a holiday." And I think that the art of Dua Lipa's Insta feed is one of the best testaments to that. If you've been following me, you know I used to do a bunch of videos about how Sabrina Carpenter is the queen of the photo dumps. But I unfortunately must give that crown to Dua. Not only is Dua Lipa the queen of the dump, she posts every single day. And to give you a little look into what Dua dump life is like, we're on the private jet, we're chilling in the kitchen, we're serving looks. Now we're in Dua pop star mode. Girl dinner dump. Food, fashion, friends. Dua's feed just gives so much personality because it goes between major pop star moments, like sold out stadiums, performing at Royal Albert Hall, which was such an underrated performance that wasn't talked about enough, and then balancing boba and serving looks. Because if there's one thing Dua's always going to do, it is serve a look. And here she is in her rich and right coats. Yes, those are back. I think Dua's style is so fun because it is so distinctly her. She has this perfect mix between girly and edgy, and I absolutely love it. It's such a vibe. It's so fun to see what she's going to wear because you know she's going to post that day because she posts every day. I can't make a Dua Lipa video without talking about one of the best fashion moments of all time, which is Dua wearing Versace to the Grammys. This custom Versace dress is one of the most beautiful things I have ever laid my eyes on. And I think this was an after party look. Love. I have this club in my head that I call the coolest of cool girls clubs, and Dua is a member. And honestly, how could she not be? And she doesn't just serve off the stage, she also serves on stage. She has one of the best concert wardrobes I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe I didn't get any pictures from the Future Nostalgia tour for this. I would say that Dua's concert is the best concert that I have ever been to in my life, and I go to a lot of them. I actually find Dua to be quite underrated, which is a crazy thing to say when you look at her numbers. Like this one, fastest female albums to surpass 8 billion streams on Spotify, and she has 2 on there, Dua Lipa and Future Nostalgia at number 4. Future Nostalgia will forever be one of the best pop eras of all time. And it breaks my heart that Radical Optimism did not get the same love. Because while people may have been confused about the vibe of the era, the songs were undeniable. Justice for What You Doing, Illusion, and End of an Era. And the serves were undeniable. She even went red for the era. And speaking of coolest of cool girls, not only is Dua a pop star, she is also an intellectual. Dua Lipa has a book club called Service 95, which she follows up with a podcast called At Your Service. And when I tell you after listening to her, I feel like I need to pick up a book to try to keep up with her pace. And speaking of book clubs and coolest of cool girls, let's talk about her fiancé era and the fact that she announced it by just popping up on the feed wearing a giant rock. Dua Lipa is engaged to Callum Turner.